No,
You're an idiot. Why you told me he's Polish? Completely. I was like, what? How could he ever even end up in Poland?
I can't believe.
So far away.
I can't believe you haven't heard that meme before. But.
Fallen has pulled out the P250. The people are listening. You see, I feel like at the moment, especially on Mirage.
Oh my!
Do you see what I'm talking about, guys? Stop going to Glocks.
Unreal.
I feel like they've taken some inspiration from Simple on the pistol rush, because he's essentially just looks for stuff with the P250 with great results all the time.
Oh, Kusta answering back though, taking down Fur, bringing it to a 3v3 situation. Oh, Song swinging off the cat and just swings everywhere. Seems like Taco's gonna be the next up to battle, and ooh, he gets taken down as well.
Sideways, side of the face. Gen.G could go for a flank, but he can even head towards the B bomb site after blasting Kusta. He knows the bomb site is open for business. Bentet will be quickly on the way. 9 HP, but HP doesn't matter if you land a shot in the head. He's got the range with the USP as well. Gen.G trying to make his way into the apartments. Now, you can't just straight up hide in this corner. Like if someone jumps on the van, then you're going to be in a really bad spot. Oh. Was that a burst fire as well?
The burst.
That's outrageous.
Yeah, 3 kills and a burst shot to close it. Gen.G really using the space that his teammates provided him there to the utmost effect. I've really liked the pistols we've seen from MIBR so far. They have been
well, they've won every pistol. That helps.
Yeah, they've been really free-flowing too. It's not like a gimmick or just some crazy push in one direction. It's almost been like they've been doing gun round defaults, and they're just playing off of each other's comms, and it looks good. I like it.
Some on the Desert Eagle. That's with a flashbang. That's all there is to show for this round from Gen.G. Kusta be creeping, he's crab walking. You know, that's Jason's list of fantasies. Can't use the creek now. Plenty of targets. Some to be taken out. There's heavy damage here. And Bentet's got a back 10. This could get weird.
Yeah, it looks like, though, MIBR are going to be closing this out in just a second. Oh, wait, Daps, actually, he's able to take down Mare. But Gen.G, he's still here, and he's still holding strong. But I say that, and as soon as I do, Bentet is able to take down Gen.G finally. And a lot of damage being inflicted from the Gen.G side onto MIBR. Bentet, he throws the Krieg away, doesn't want that to reach the hands of the MIBR players in a following round.
I had water go down the wrong tube there. I was just collapsing while talking. Not physically collapsing, of course. Just the talking part was collapsing. Anyway.
Maybe collapsing like we've seen Gen.G thus far in the series.
Yeah, that was a good effort from Bentet.
Yeah. Considering
the investment. You can see Taco's like, where have the weapons gone? You telling me I've got to play with this slow-ass reload UMP? Smart play from Bentet.
Taco's really looking, he just looked in the trash for it. Maybe the place that the CSGO developers will be throwing the Krieg eventually, but we'll see. We'll see. It's going to take a while. I mean, actually, it's already taken forever. I don't know. I don't really mind. I don't really mind if it's good, but maybe just a little more expensive or something.
$4,000.
Yeah. I'd be down for that. Just make it hurt. Make it hurt to buy it. But first gun round here, coming out, and actually going to see a utility advantage for Gen.G. Marin has no nades at all, but it's going to be a mid-fight.
Big swing from Kusta. Still not on AWP, and Gen.G will take him out with the Krieg. More accurate than the AK, even when you're not scoped in. For those of you at home who don't know how to smoke the window, second from top part of the aerial, it has sideways things, as you just saw there. Very easy to do. Practice it at home. I think he just saw some info. Oh, he's got to be real careful about what he's doing. That smoke allows his teammates to rotate through the door. If he can hold that bench position, he can look over it as well. Almost takes Mayan out with the bomb. That could get planted, but Bentet's creeping, takes out the cover, looking to find Mayan as well, just making it around the corner. And then there was one, falling on the high ground, takes Bentet out onto the bomb site itself, creeping around the smoke now, just about using that, at the end of that CT smoke. Does he know where both players are, or either of them? Automatic and Daps creeping, got to keep the guns out. Fallen will take Automatic out, 1v1 now. Daps has found the kit at the very least, but he's got to find this frag. Creeping quietly, Fallen doesn't really know where he is, constantly looking for the information, too close to the choke point, which allows Daps to find the kill. Fallen just didn't have the information. Daps did well to keep quiet there. Eventually chose the wrong angle, couldn't see his opponent. Gen.G will win a round.
Yeah, really close one at that. MIBR, I'm curious what they decide to do with their money here. I think the current meta would actually say you should probably buy here. It's almost like you're losing the pistol but getting a bomb plant down. You could actually get a couple Kriegs up here, and it looks like they might elect to do that, yeah. So we're going to see 2 Kriegs, an AK, and a pretty misshapen buy from MIBR, but it still has a lot of potential.
It's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, especially with Gen.G on 7 kills. He's got a Krieg in his hands. Who knows what he can do with it in this round. But it's going to be another pretty much mid-centric default from MIBR. Gen.G, it's been pretty 50-50 on their success rate towards this side of the map.
With only one Gen.G player surviving, this is a good opportunity for MIBR to put them into the bin. They'll be hoping to do that. I think Fur may have spotted somebody there. Now with all that teammates top mid, I thought maybe a molly would come in. Be hard to molly Kusa's position though. Gets a cheeky HE in, but Fur has fallen away. Bomb goes from A to B. Now what is the play in MIBR? You've got to be really careful about the grenades you use.
Yeah.
Where is this one going?
Gen.G, they're still going to hold on to a couple smokes. But the thing is that it's going to likely be a B hit from MIBR, and the players from Gen.G at B don't really have too many nades, just a couple flashes and a nade for Sam and Ben.
Is that jungle?
I think it's a top con smoke. It's going to come out.
Ah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So this is going to disguise the play as potentially being an A split, but no, the jig is up. Sam pops him out, and a good crossfire between him and Ben Ted is already going to net 1 kill. Fur's going to get taken down as well. Good hold so far. And it keeps up. Sam's able to find another. He's looking for more with the USBs. Might need to calm down a little bit there.
Yeah, he slowed things down for the reload, and he will survive. Nice movement from Gen.G on the B bomb site. They survived the test of MIBR and get some upgrades on the way as well. The Krieg, the AK, and another AK to boot. So that's a really good position from them now in the short term. That puts MIBR into Eco Town. $2,000 per person for the most part, which allows Gen.G to build yet more money.
You can see the comfort level from Sam is so much greater at the B side of Mirage than it was on Dust 2. On Dust 2, it felt like he was just trapped on the site, didn't know where to move, didn't know how to play off of his teammate, but him and Ben Ted are doing a great job thus far, showing that Gen.G, they're going to definitely have a little bit more life in this map than they did on D2.
Yeah, may feel more comfortable with a few more options around the bomb site. Dust 2, definitely something to be solved there for Gen.G, but it's gone now. It's in the past, it's history. They've got to focus on the now and win their opponent's pick. MIBR with a Desert Eagle on Gen.G. He has some extra money in the bank, it seems.
Yeah, this would be a great round, though, for Gen.G to stabilize their economy. MIBR, though, looks like they might be afforded a plant, actually. Gen.G are playing a retake-style setup on that A site, and if MIBR just come out ramp, it looks like they're set up to do. Despite that kill onto Gen.G, MIBR might be able to thicken their base just a little bit. And, oh, nice Glock shot from Mayern there, is able to take down Automatic. Mayern left in a 1v3, but just a couple kills for the MIBR side. They weren't able to get that bomb plant, which would have been pretty great for their utility, because it looks like they probably are going to be buying into this round, but yeah, you're going to see just kind of light util on a few of these players.
Curious to see what Gen.G's buy will look like, dropping the $700 in the previous round. So he's going to have a Krieg armor and at most 1 grenade, which he is not going to buy.
He doesn't buy it.
Fair enough.
Okay. Maybe he's got an entry roll here. Yeah, he's going to be flying out mid quickly. It's going to be Kusa to challenge him. Gen.G actually finds an angle onto the triple play.
Oh no!
Oh, man, Automatic recovers just in time.
Oh, Kusa's in such a strong position, almost getting the transfer onto Mayan. That would have been the bomb as well. You can see he was considering hiding behind that smoke, but I think he had a quick concern as to what might have happened if he didn't get anything out of it. Ben Ted now will delay things. 2v2. And the CTs know where one of the Ts is. Might be a guessing game for MIBR in the meantime. Automatic though, maybe feeling awkward with an AWP stuck on the A bomb site now. He will try to creep somewhere. It will be the ramp. That bomb needs to be collected in mid. The CTs know that. It is a risk to try and, it's like a coin flip to try and take an aggressive position somewhere. Maybe hope the T isn't in that spot. Now he will scope on the ramp. He doesn't know if anybody's mid to hear that.
Yeah, this should give a lot of information at Daps, though. He should probably start moving towards B, trying to play at least a one and done or a spot that he might be able to find a multi-frag. MIBR, yep, they have to retrieve this bomb. I'm interested to see where they decide to go with it eventually, because Tim, he has such a great position at that ramp. They are not going to likely expect his op to be posted up there, so he should be able to find one player off guard. It just depends how MIBR decide to trade that out.
They might fear a Palace position from a CT unless the timing is such that they will meet each other, and it looks like it is. Oh, grenades in the hands. They've spotted him, but where can they plant the bomb? They've got to go CT, but they have no idea if Daps is there. They're going to commit to the plant. What choice do they have with 10 seconds on the clock? And the bomb has indeed been planted. Daps looking. Oh dear, automatically being taken now. He had like 4 HP or something, so Daps has got a job ahead of him now. I'm not sure if he fired a bullet there.
I think
he's got 29 in the hole, yeah. So that may just give everything up now. I think this round is over.
Yeah, he's already opting for the save here. Kind of an interesting save. Looking at the economy for Gen.G, Kusta's going to be able to buy. Daps might be able to drop an SMG for a player, but it's a tough choice ahead of Gen.G here. Or might see a pause come out just to decide. But MIBR, yeah, they slow the round down. They do a good job of getting onto that bomb site, and Automatic, he just misses one of those shots that you really can't afford to in a situation like that. It seems so close. He even had the jump on them, but he just couldn't hit the flick.
Daps has picked up the 4 grenades. I wonder if he'll make an underpass play. Oh, they're going to buy around it, it seems. They've managed to squeeze out an AWP. Ideally, you wouldn't want to make an underpass play with 4 grenades. Indeed, he will head towards the A-bomb site as per usual.
A bit slower of a default coming out from MIBR. They aren't just going to be flying out towards mid. I think they're looking for some information here as to what Gen.G are doing, because they're not even sure what kind of buy that Gen.G are on either. So yeah, they're just biding their time, seeing what kind of utility comes out from Gen.G. They should also know that there isn't going to be much utility for Gen.G, so if they just kind of waste the clock, Gen.G, they'll likely just, you know, throw a couple smokes, couple flashes, use what they have, and that'll make whatever site hit MIBR inevitably go for a little bit stronger.
I said as per usual, but actually it's not. Nothing is usual in this round. Automatic's trying to make things happen with the AWP here towards that short position. Oh, the bomb's been thrown on the floor, and Kusta will hear that. He's close enough. And look at the reaction. Look at the response here. Gen.G know there are numbers now towards top mid, I think, based on this information. Suddenly we've got Automatic holding the angle as well. He's gone a little deeper, and he's got Bentek covering the underpass for him. Kusta peeking now with the pistol. He catches Gen.G. There's the bomb. Can he find a second one? Can he get more out of this? Bentek's activated as well, and they run into the bear trap, essentially. Just based on all this rotation, based on dropping the bomb top mid. That's why you throw it to players not on the floor. This has been a catastrophe from MIBR based on one sound. Yeah. Another in a 2 versus 4.
Taco gets taken out by Som. Great timing peek from Som there. He heard the scope of Taco earlier in the round. And then Fallen is to fall. That was not... no pun intended, I didn't mean to do that.
I mean, you're not expecting Kusta to be there, in fairness, but the fact that he is there, so close. The bomb's top mid. Instant rotation. Automatic takes a deeper ankle. Bentet's here for support as well. MIBR can't expect that setup. They don't realize that they've given that information away.
Yeah, it was oddly slow on the trade there when Gen.G was taken out. It seems like quite a few P250 shots were fired from Kusta before anyone reacted from the MIBR side, but it happens sometimes. Good kill from Kusta, gotta give him credit. And now MIBR's money, it is not looking too good for them here. Daps taking a very aggressive angle along with Automatic here. This could go so wrong so fast if MIBR find an instant headshot onto Automatic here.
Yeah, Automatic's all over the place with the AWP. This is the first shot though, and Daps just cannot respond in time. Couldn't even lift his crosshair up. Automatic, though, has managed to escape multiple targets. He's got cover for Palace at the very least from Bentet. Main taking that by Sandwich. Shotgun mode now. And there's, sorry, Kusta with the help. Maybe both. Bentet was by connector. At least Automatic survives. Only one weapon dropped. That is such a nervous time, though, when you have minimal cover. And T's are going to swarm you like that with the AWP, but he came out of it alive. Yeah,
Automatic taking a page out of Fallen's book there, just kind of playing that close shotgun op style like you mentioned. And we'll see now, though, how is MIBR going to come back into this game? They've given up quite a few, 5 of the last 6 to Gen.G. And Gen.G, they've been stabilizing here, so MIBR, they got to strike soon.
Hello, says Automatic. Daps has been taken out towards A, though. Taco's creating some space for himself with the smoke. a vintage smoke. Mayan seems to have an idea as to what is going on here. Playing time. Bentet will be eliminated. Fer underneath the window could get a free one. There's a little bait there from the chair to invite Kusa to peek a little deeper. And suddenly it's a 4 versus 2. Som keeping things going well on that A bomb site. HG won't take out Mayan, who gets tagged. These are really going back and forth. Bomb heading into B-apps now.
Yeah, Gen.G, they gave up both of their positions. Som killing Taco at A and Automatic missing that shot at window. So MIBR, they're just hightailing it to this B side. Automatic's going to be tested. He finds a nice tag there on the Fer, but he's all by his lonesome. Actually, no, Som has rotated in. And now MIBR, they're going to change it up once again. Looks like they're going to hightail it towards A.
Footsteps are heard by Mayan. He knows where one is, but where is the other? Does he go for the flank to cut the numbers down? Looks like he might. Perhaps they'll assume Automatic's gone towards Cat with the AWP. Although they don't know which player it is in CT at present. Fallen's just waiting. There are 30 seconds for this play to be made. But Som is wondering, why is there no sun? Why is nothing going on? He's so smart for how young he is. It's crazy. Fallen now alone in the 1 versus 2. Quietly creeping. 20 seconds. Where can he plant the bomb? Indeed, Automatic is on Cat. The brazen default planter tagging from Som. Doesn't commit to it, but he will get the frag eventually. Som's game sense is pretty awesome to see.
Yeah, I think he had a pretty slow start here in this series, but he's come alive now. He's sitting on 11 kills, and man, he's been looking good on this map. Like you said, I mean, the game sense to realize that because the round is slowed down, he's likely being flanked by a player like Marin. That seemed like the round-winning flank from Marin. It looked like it was completely in MIBR's bag, and but Som was just too smart. And the crosshair placement too. That was an instant headshot on him.
Yeah,
that was really sharp stuff.
Very back and forth affair on Mirage. Bad start for Gen.G. But now things are looking a lot better.
Yeah, they have definitely recovered here. And MIBR, a lot of deagles in what seems to be an A exec coming out. This is a...
A with smokes. Internet strats.
Yeah. So, you could take this one to your MM games. It's going to be pretty much the standard A exec. Just going to see exactly how MIBR play out a strat as old as time.
In a punt though, someone's supposed to forget one of the smokes. And then you start arguing afterwards. That's on fire, blind and dead in the shadow. That's a rifle to be collected immediately. A nice upgrade. There's often a gap between these 2 smokes. Bentet holding things down. Open plant for the T's. We've got a flank though on T ramp, which is going to be super important. Although it would have been, but Kusa takes one in the face. Awkward now for Gen.G. They've got smokes, but they're getting the bells rung. Some with 14 HP. This is going to be very dicey.
Gen.G getting to the better of Bentet. Automatic is still able to find the trade, but with just a combined 31 HP between Som and Automatic, they definitely have to dip out of this one. Nice A exec call from MIBR. Good utility all over, and that made such a clean entry route for Fer there. He found the kill on Daps, who was under balcony. And MIBR, they're kind of stealing one away here with just a strat that I think every single person that has played Mirage a handful of times knows.
It's the only strat in there.
Yeah.
That's all I know is they with smokes. They don't know anything else. Not even window smoke. That's taken out there. Always nice to get the rifle. But the Deagles did the big damage, really. Yeah. Especially on that flank in T-spawn. That was a big one. That would have really compromised a lot of the positions MIBR could hold on the bomb site. So plenty of key frags for MIBR in that round. Now, Gen.G have the money to survive this mishap, this blip.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if this alters MIBR's game plan. They've been so mid-heavy in some of the previous rounds, but that just felt like such an easy A take. I wonder if they're going to go back to that in the coming rounds.
MIBR creeping towards B, looking for an early burst. Very aggressive smoke from Bentet. Now, do they risk sending a player through it?
Taco doesn't respect it at all.
Indeed, he doesn't. No respect whatsoever.
That is a sick call because both of those Gen.G players are a catwalk right now. They could just walk out and get this bomb site for free. In fact, they will. And that's just free space.
Oh, Bentet goes for the repeat, but it looks like Cat's in a very difficult position to be in at present. Automatic running away. Is the round over, or are they going to approach from elsewhere? Market is a no-go. 2 Molotovs there from MIBR. Looks like Gen.G have simply been outmaneuvered in this round.
Crazy call from MIBR there. Taco also just filling his role on the game plan there, getting so much space for his team. Complete trust in what was likely Fallen's call. So that's just stealing one away.
The experience. The non-believers. This week it is the 4 years since MLG Columbus as well for the Brazilian history.
Wow, it's really been that long.
Yeah, it has, yeah. Gen.G's lead is slipping, MIBR on the catch-up. It's good that they held on to what they had. It's very much like a dust 2 rounds, which you don't see so often on Mirage, where it's like, oh well, we've been outmaneuvered on the bomb site, got to give up the round. Even with 5 alive, it was a question because they couldn't really peek cat. But Bente getting taken out was, I think, told them that, okay, we just got to give this one up. Just got to hold your hands up and say, cool. We made one play, you made another, and such is life. And oh my god, we've got a very fast B split. MIBR charging to B once again. Som has got so much to do. There is help coming from the market. Another bomb's been lost. The point of no return, and Som will send them packing or try to. Drag the flag. Traded by Fallen, though. Find my words again. Taco and Fallen remain. Taco creeping. Kusa can hear this. This is awkward for all concerned. But he's got the advantage. Here's the molly being thrown, and Taco's taken out. Fallen in the clutch now. That's from the off angle. Never mind the ping. He'll collect the grenades at the very least. Hold on to the Krieg. Yeah. 7-5 for Gen.G.
Good hold from Som there. Got to give him a lot of credit because Bentet, he got taken out immediately, but Som was able to find that opening pick or that opening trade and then stay alive to find another as well. Good rotation from Kusta there. Gen.G, they just responded so quickly to that play. It felt like it was going to catch Gen.G off guard, but no, really appropriate rotations and response from the CT side.
Both teams on the buy once more. Big presence from MIBR in mid. Smokes in window and Cat. Kusta moves towards connector. That smoke will be really important. Sometimes you see T players creep through it. Not on this occasion, however. They'll quietly go for a boost. K&G could sit on the outside, but no, he'll walk straight onto the inside. MIBR are playing a real no-respect game with some of these forward pushes. Minute 20 and they have window possession. Kusta knows it's possible, but probable? Another question. Molly's underneath will give some confidence. Bente will have to hard check K&G's position. Can he stay crowd? Can he finish off the job? Doesn't look like he can. Bente now baiting for Kusta. But there is a trade from the HE.
Yeah, good nade from Fallen there, and it looks like it's going to be an A pinch coming out. MIBR, their hand might be forced as K&G fell right there. And oh, I think Automatic might have spotted Fallen there just getting out of the smoke because he's on stairs right now. But this A defense is well set up for Gen.G, but Fallen's still going to find the first pick regardless.
Smoke on ramp's about to go as well, which activates Taco. He knows one is triple if the communication is good. Pull that grenade for a second, but the spray is there. And so is the round. MIBR make it to 6. They had so much position, so many plays in connector. Those smokes allowed them to creep, and then the numbers game was too great.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. Gen.G at one point had 3 people on that A bomb site, but just the trades went the way of MIBR, and Automatic missing a pretty crucial shot there on Taco. That could have kept the round alive for him and his team, but that miss was just a crucial in that MIBR were very happy to take.
Pistols now for Gen.G. They will look to fight for the last round. They'll fight for this one as well, but who knows how well it will go. Probably not too well. Again, Taco, look at this, man. They just don't care. Oh, he started shooting before his aim was there. And I don't know if any of those bullets hit. They didn't actually. That's always sucks.
That looked very panicked.
Because if you start spraying, I mean, who knows a full spray with a CZ? If you start spraying before you move your crosshair, by the time your crosshair's on there, your spray is so deep that all your bullets are lost basically at that point.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen any sprays on the 10th to 12th bullet of the CZ actually pretty much ever connect unless they're point blank.
Yeah, it's all about the bursting. So that was somewhat panicked. An opportunity lost. That was a free kill. Probably wouldn't have amounted to much anyway, but there we go.
And I've been loving the calling from MIBR. It seems like they're just going to push one spot on the map every single round, and Gen.G have been left guessing every single time. One time it's B Apartments, one time it's Window with K&G. That round it was Taco with Palace, and man, Gen.G, they just haven't been able to find a foothold in this map. They brought it to a 6-3 scoreline pretty early on, but man, MIBR, they crawled back into this one, and they've been pretty sneaky about it.
Gen.G with 2 in the window. Automatic will make his way towards Cat with the AWP. The swing is here, but he's completely blind. Not sure if he was spotted. Doesn't look like it necessarily. Gen.G charging up. Oh. He should have punished Kusta there for going through the smoke and connector, but no. Kusta is alive, and he will stay in connector for now. Some help from his teammates, and I think Fallen thought that was Kusta, and the bait works out, accidental or otherwise. The effect is the same.
Now the MIBR player's hand is all in just this A-ramp push. It's just a couple mollies as well. Even if they get control of these opening frags, it's going to be very hard for them to keep it. But oh, Taco with the double kill onto Bented and Kusta. That's going to open up a lot of space for them. Oh, but Automatic recovers it with that nice cap positioning with his op.
2 CTs at CT. If Ferg goes for a flank on CT here, I reckon he gets kills. 2 kills, sorry.
Seems like Som's already aware of it. This guy
is... He's always looking in the back.
Oh.
Did he see Daps there as well? Daps is running around with a scout. In the middle of the site now with his pistol out. Now he needs to swing on Automatic's shot here. You can see the bait being attempted. First got no grenades, and Automatic will secure that last round for Gen.G. Still have 8 rounds, 2-7 of MIBR. Are you happy if you're Gen.G right now with the score?
Yeah, I haven't really seen the best T-sides come out of them yet, so I'm going to have to wait to be impressed by them. I don't think they can be too comfortable with this just yet.
Will Maui Snake be impressed by Gen.G in the second half? Find out after the break. Maui Snake has some news to announce, or amplify, I suppose.
Yeah, in interesting Flashpoint news, it seems like Voltage has officially been welcomed to the Chaos roster. So he's going to be playing with them full time now. So you can expect them in the Flashpoint playoffs coming up. But I guess we'll get to more of that on the blind spot, which I'm sure you guys will all tune into after this game.
Congrats to them. Commiserations to Smear. The timing just kind of sucked, I suppose. Gen.G are P250-less on the pistol, but they're going to be close quarters soon, it looks like, with smokes and some flashbangs. So on this occasion, that's okay. The flashes will allow their close quarters. They're playing contact. Here come the flashes over the top. They can charge at the same time. You can see MIBR are well positioned to avoid them and deliver themselves some headshots across 5 Gen.G and Taco. It's like, oh my god, that one tap was absolutely disgusting. And this has been shut down. Wow.
Didn't even look like one of those flashes from Gen.G did much of anything, and Taco reaped the rewards of some poorly placed utility from the Gen.G side. They had so much utility too. I think 2 people had full sets of utility, and that looked like it was easy pickings for the MIBR players. Great shots though from those B-site defenders. And yeah, this is going to be Gen.G now on the back foot. Daps with just a single flash. Probably going to just be seeing a palace pop here. And maybe trying to get a bomb plant down. Just get some money going.
Where's the lamppost? Nope, different one. There we go.
Top left of the lamppost, it seems. So the flood comes out, falling underneath. P250, you love to see that barred off. And clean shooting from the rest of his team as well.
It's the best gun in the game. Don't at me.
Price per punt, I mean, the punch you get for that price is definitely significant.
It's nasty. I like it as a sidearm for the sniper.
Yeah,
well.
I think it's really good for retaking. I mean, you're not afraid to entry when you have a P250, but when you pull out that USP, sometimes you just think it's kind of a wet noodle that you're just flailing around.
A wet noodle. Well, Fallen, his P250 play in the previous round has paid off. He's got the AWP out immediately. Priorities in the right place to still avoid the HGs on the ramp. There's an incendiary behind him as well. $600 right there. Mayen's gone deep. He's gone beyond. He's made a step though. Kusa may try and punish him for it, but he'll fail. The French gun prevails.
Yeah, Kusa even heard that too. Mayer just still has a better aim in that duel, and that's a big loss for Gen.G. They've lost all control of this A side of the map. They don't know what's going on over there anymore. We can even see Mayer re-aggress towards Palace on the radar. So Gen.G, their hand is now forced towards this B side. They don't want to have to deal with that. But automatically making quick work of K&G towards Catwalk.
Yeah, Taco has a lot of trouble now. There's no rotation anywhere close. Gets caught with a grenade in his hand. He was very hopeful that was a super bad spot for him, and this round may be over for MIBR. Fur is maybe looking to pick something up with the MP9 through the underpass. Someone did say we'll often find him in the underpass, and he's been there already. Can't imagine there's a retake, and MIBR have 2 players towards T-spawn. So they're saving for the most part. Fur, I'm sure, just wants an upgrade if an opportunity affords itself.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised he's not going back to A-ramp. Mayern upgraded his FAMAS to an AK, but maybe, you know, some players do actually like the MP9 over the FAMAS. It's actually surprisingly not a consensus decision.
Fur likes to be close to his enemy.
Yes.
I don't know if the FAMAS and Galil have been studied much since their recent upgrade.
Automatic living with 1 HP. Oh, cutting it close.
Mr. T.
Yeah.
He should have a gun called Mr. T, because his last name's Tar. So that would make sense.
Very alliterative, just kind of sequence there. Just Tim, Ta, Mr. T gun.
Double T. Also Terry Tate. Look up those videos on YouTube. They were good a few years ago. Double ops around this MP9 from MIBR. They've dropped their first round in this second half. They have won both pistols here, however. Pistol kings today. P50 paying off for sure. Run boost for automatic hit doesn't do much of anything, but Taco certainly does.
Taco getting the better of Ben Tet. Not usually the opening fight you'd see think Ben Tet would lose, but yeah. Good opening pick again. Can MIBR convert their 5v4 advantage this time? Last time they got caught off guard by a quick B hit. But Gen.G, they're slowing their round down just a little bit more than last time.
Kista's waiting for his moment to shine. Daps with the only remaining smoke for Gen.G. Not showing anything in the connector just yet. Surely someone's got to be a victim here. They'll go for the jungle smoke. Do they have an angle for a flash? No. Fallen's instantly traded though. Kusa with a perfect swing. Mayan's on the ramp. He's seen the information now. He can stay back, allow his teammates to take position instead. There's a trade though. Good work from Mayan. Did what he could. And he's given MIBR a man advantage again.
Yeah, now picking off the cap. Oh, good flash into spawn. Good teamwork between Automatic and Kusta, the former Cloud9 duo. And now it's a 2-on-2 retake. Fur and Taco. And Fur finds the headshot on Automatic just up to Kusa. He's gonna starve so far, but Taco is still able to find the kill onto him. MIBR stabilizing this half already.
Someone get on the bomb. Oh, they got kits.
Yeah,
It's all right.
they're just fine in
scavenging. They're in PUBG mode.
Yep.
And they've alt-tabbed back into Counter-Strike.
I don't think he meant to drop that op, actually. I was even looking at it. Yep. Just
There we go. 10
double
rounds for MIBR. They'll take the 2 AWPs into the next round. A bomb plant will certainly help Gen.G. Sommer's a little short, but the rest of them can buy. Bentep's gone for the Krieg immediately.
Still a good chance in this round. Oh, going to be seeing a timeout from Gen.G here. It's a pretty pivotal round for them. So they got to be thinking about their strategy just a little bit here. It seems to me like B might be a little bit more vulnerable. Fallen's done a great job at A. Mayern as well. He's been really stepping up for them, finding frags all over. So
I love that rotation after the kill on the ramp, going into Palace and so on. It's just like so much information for them.
Yeah, and he did it with low HP too. He has just great confidence. I'm loving what I'm seeing out of him. He was looking pretty shy in the early stages of this tournament, but lately he's come into his own.
It's a good environment as well for a young player to be amongst so much experience, especially with such varying styles. Fallen as a sniper, Fur as basically a madman, Taco as a safe pair of hands, and K&G as K&G. It's just like a good environment to just absorb so much wisdom. It might be our 3 rounds from 4 in this second half thus far. They lead Gen.G by 1-0, having taken Dust 2, as you can see in the top left of your HUD. The bomb now is on A ramp. 2 players towards A is very telling for Gen.G. They'll show some presence with 3 smokes in mid. Fur creeping up Cat.
Yeah, usually all these smokes would cause a lot of misdirection, but it seems like MIBR have read this pretty well. But this opening duel, I think Fur spotted him. So they are aware of Som's position and the fact that this is looking like it's going to be an A hit.
This allows an earlier rotation, actually.
Yeah.
Because the Ts don't know that the CTs do know, and they've got most of the kills so far. Daps is swinging with the Mac-10, and Som just doesn't know. He's trying to hold rotation, but they're losing players. And I think Taco may be baiting as well. You can see the vent's not even broken, so he can't even flank. He's stuck there. They've only got 2 useful players. Som may be realizing still gets the frag. How does he do this stuff? 3-on-3 now. Gen.G still alive somehow, despite that information for MIBR. We are seeing more teams not break that vent every round, considering the how easy it is to jump up from the bench. Bomb needs to be planted. Daps will have a go. Will there be a shot? That looks on, but doesn't get as far as it needed to. They got 16 HP. Automatic taken out in the meantime.
Yeah, Gen.G, he was isolated by a smoke. He couldn't stop that plant just yet, but he still plays a crucial role in this retake, which is left up to Som and Daps to defend. They only have a nade between them, but a good crossfire, and they can see the bomb from their positions pretty well. Daps holding it down with the Krieg is able to take down Fallen. And that's going to be it. MIBR are going to call it. They don't want to go for the 2v2. If they maybe had a smoke or something, perhaps they would have gone for it at this point. But nope, they're just going to be happy with these ops, but still a duel to be had in this round. Som holding Taco's position. Is able to find the kill.
Yeah, not much to do. Ooh, a rare package, AK, a man of taste. 10 rounds apiece. Gen.G making it real expensive for MIBR. Rough position for them now. They won AWP on K&G and not much else to offer. We'll see what they choose to do. If anything around this AWP, what kind of spawn does K&G have? He's got a good spawn for mid, actually.
Yeah, it's probably the best window spawn. I would be surprised if he didn't go for a cat jump or...
K&G. Let's have a look at K&G.
There, he's going out window right now. And... oh, he's just going to be jumping down middle, actually.
He's the man who needs to win the round for his team. Yeah, K&G.
It's going to be pretty much up to him unless some other MIBR players come up with some close-range shenanigans, given that most of them are on pistols. We do see Mayern equipped with that scout, though. And Gen.G, they're going to take their time with it. They already have top mid control. A fight that should normally be favorable for them against MIBR's weaponry.
And we can see Gen.G's moved over towards the B bomb site now. Again, MIBR need him to find an opening. They need to take this bull by the horn, so to speak, through the vessel of the AWP, and his teammates need to stay alive in the meantime. It's a deep molly towards B, but there's nothing doing just there, so will he hang out in the B area? There's a lot of action towards mid, but a lot of numbers to trade as well, so maybe best avoided, but... Ooh.
Oh, that's the bomb. They just heard that.
And there's a swing first taken out, and we've got some great presence, and now there may already be time to save. Fallen's got a Krieg, though, but what does he want to do with it? Right towards T-ramp. This is awkward. They know where the AWP is, and it's not really in a position to do anything about the round itself, but he knows that Som is literally around that corner. So he needs to quietly back away and try to save his AWP.
Yeah, it would be a good save. I think MIBR are going to buy into the next round anyways, but that extra money always helps down the line. You don't know where it can come in handy. Maybe just an extra deagle, extra flash. Can be the difference maker in some of these games. Fallen keeping his Krieg alive by fragging out Som there. And Gen.G are going to take the lead here, 11-10.
Are you feeling confident about a map win from either side just yet?
It really feels like it's anyone's game. And if you look at the money, that pretty much this round is going to be so important. If any team begins to run away with it, it's going to start on this round.
Now, does Fallen by Kevlar with this Krieg. He's got a CZ as well, so he needs to drop one of these weapons to one of his teammates if they keep the money together.
Oh, he's going to give it to Marin, the young gun.
So Marin could pick up some armor because Fallen wants AWP money, right? So
yeah,
I don't think he wants to be buying armor here. He can just run around with the CZ. So everything's in its right place in that regard. Gen.G spending some money, but again, the money's together with the team. I think he's got AWP regardless in the next round. So they can have another go with more weapons. They've got the Krieg to join the AWP this time rather than the Scout. And once again, Gen.G needs to find an opening. Moving away from the window already. Taco's alone towards B, so I think Gen.G will have a go once again. This is a smoke for top connector. Most people line up the grenade with the aerial. You'll see that drop in a second. Oh, mate, with a switch. Got 2 plays in mid, but he can't get anything done. And the rifle's been lost.
Yeah, great attempt from him, but he just wasn't able to connect the shots. Kusa was able to still survive there, but they are going to be heading towards the op of Gen.G. This might be a little bit hairy for Gen.G if they go in too deep. Taco does a lot of damage to Kusa. Gen.G's able to follow up, and it looks like that's going to be it for the op.
Oh no! The AWP going out first. How has he stayed alive? Should have been dead there. Now Fallen's alone with the CZ. He knows there was a rifle bottom connector, but is it still there? Or has it been disposed of? There we go. 1 versus 3. He's got an AWP in the next round regardless. Mayon's got 2,500, however. But I mean, he'll still be able to buy.
Yes.
The bomb hasn't been planted just yet. Let's see.
I think Fallen, maybe if he gets a free kill, he'd love that. Wants to still keep the economy of Gen.G honest. As per usual, you want to try to make sure that the winning team has 2 or less players alive when they do win, but he doesn't want to risk this Krieg. He knows how much damage it can do in the hands of Marin. He has been phenomenal. It's pretty much the only gun I've actually seen Marin have serious impact with at this entire tournament. He's had a lot of trouble finding his footing, but when he has a Krieg, I never know what to expect. So, might see that passed on again. And Fallen and Gen.G might go for the double op here. I'm just really interested to see what MIBR, what their game plan is going to be in this upcoming round. They haven't gotten the best control, it seems like, or when they have, it just seems like Gen.G has moved away from them pretty much perfectly. Daps, mid-round calling has been on point.
Tech pause is being called from MIBR. I was going to ask you, actually, before you said that, who would you give the Krieg to? Because I feel like there's an argument, a different argument for different players, like to help Taco on B, for example. You could give it to Fur because he's just a wild man, and that will just make him even more dangerous. But of course, there's an argument for Mayan to deliver with it as well.
I've even seen Fallen use it really well too. He's had it, I think in the first week of Flashpoint, he had a triple spray down on a nuke defense on a retake, and that was just super impressive. So I almost don't think there's a wrong answer to who to give it to. It might be even spawn-based to an extent, but yeah, it looks like
Mayan's reconnecting to the server.
Yeah.
So MIBR have become an underdog in the eyes of Pinnacle with the in-running odds. I think it was 2.37. 2 rounds away at the moment, but in terms of momentum, it's 4 from the last 5 for Gen.G. So they're doing pretty well. As you can see there, a solid 1.54 for Gen.G. So they are a firm favourite at present. So if you are on that MIBR train, then there is some value to be had.
Yeah, would you be confident in either of these bets right now?
Well, momentum-wise, like MIBR on the scoreboard have not done a lot in this half. Bearing in mind they won the pistol, if you ignore that, they've won 1 round, essentially.
Yeah. I would do a parlay with this bet. I would probably do MIBR win the next round, but Gen.G take the game.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to go big with my money.
All right, fair enough. You're spreading your risk.
A little bit of live betting. Just, yeah.
Nice.
Keep it interesting.
That's cool. Yeah, Mayan's going to be a minute or 2 on the reboot of his internet systems. Man, do you remember that time where Microsoft decided to start just automatically installing updates and restarting computers with no warning? I had my machine restart sometimes while I was in a game of Counter-Strike.
Yeah, I know that messed up everyone on the FACEIT client for a while, too. There was just one day where everyone was blaming like the anti-cheat for whether it was ESEA and FACEIT, but it was really just Microsoft at the end of the day. Like,
yeah.
It was pretty much wrong accusations all over. It was just...
Yeah, I had like servers, not game servers, but like just work company servers restarting before when I was in commercial real estate and all sorts, man. It was outrageous. It was outrageous. You could be causing data loss out there.
Yeah, and you could be ruining someone's online game.
Yeah, man.
You could cause Bentet to lag out in the middle of an important Dust 2 retake, and you might have changed the fate of the Flashpoint playoff structure.
Yeah. So, still waiting for Mayan to reconnect, but again, it's I mean, it's been good so far from MIBR. Dust 2 is really good. But do they have anything left in the tank for Mirage? This is their pick. They're on a CT side. They've got the sniper angles. Safer window, because you're often going to get choked off window. Yeah. Smoked off and choked off.
Yeah, but it's... I like what I'm seeing from MIBR compared to the beginning of the tournament. But on the other side, I think Gen.G has really solidified their T-side structure a little bit. They have looked a lot sharper. I feel like Daps was really kind of just taking a backseat to whatever his players wanted to do a lot of the time, but now he's really solidified himself as a leader. And he's beginning to show that he is, in fact, one of the better IGLs at Flashpoint.
Just want to note that the Observer touched the wall there, so he lost the game. Fallen stuck in the underpass. Oh, he's missed a shot. He wants to go for another one. The Molotov is there. And now he is trapped. But does Bentet really want to go for that peak? You know Fallen's down there. I'm not picking it. But he must be eliminated one way or another. And maybe this makes MIBR take some risks elsewhere to try and save Fallen from his position. He's got to be careful. Sometimes he's going to stack the player. But there we go. Fallen is... He's going to take out automatic in mid. In the meantime, Gen.G is pushing, so I do feel like they're trying to, it's like Operation Save Fallen, and it worked out for them. Som's taken out towards A in the meantime, first shutting things down. So maybe your bet would work out.
Oh, Kusa just walked through, I think, the cat smoke. Taco, though, might be aware of this. He's going to swing on him nicely.
Oh! How much is it good for, though? Well, maybe something, because Dabs can head towards the B bomb site with the bomb, but he's lagging behind Bentet, who's much deeper. There's no one to peek mid, though, save for Mayan shooting through the smoke from the A bomb site. Nervous stuff for Daps, who has the AWP, moving towards Chair. It seems on the radar. Maybe he's just below it. Oh, yeah, he is below it. Well, I mean, things are just going to get even more scary now. He's left Bentet to try and fight the B bomb site alone. Oh, he's using it as a fake. This is such high risk, but sometimes it's going to take him. Does he? Oh, go in the window. Oh, that would have been so interesting. But no, he's going to get taken out now. Daps, does he go for a T-spawn rotation? Or something wild?
Oh! Oh, Mayan taking matters into his own hands there. Didn't really even wait for his teammates, just thought he saw timing, and he did. He takes down Daps, so MIBR are going to finally win a gun round on this side. And yeah, my parlay is now holding up. I just need Gen.G to win to have
make the cash.
Yeah. Let's see how it works out.
That was super awkward for MIBR in mid, and still they came out on top. Benset waiting maybe for a peek from the underpass, which never came. The push from Gen.G instead. That was a wild round from MIBR, but we need to see a CT round one, which they can replicate.
Yeah. It has been pretty tough for them so far, and Gen.G, it looks like they're just going to go with a set play here. They've maybe noticed a weakness in this B defense. They're going to be challenging Taco and Gen.G, who are actually setting up very aggressively.
Oh, Taco's got a creep, though. And look what it's going to do. He takes out 2 of them, falls to the flames. He's kept it a 3-on-3. Grenades towards default. Automatic in no man's land. No one's trying to frag. They can try it from the balcony. Fer wasn't sure where he was getting shot from, but he's still alive. MIBR streaming in. Bentet taken out. Bomb in the apartment. Daps now on Cat. He needs to find 2. Around the smoke. All inviting variants. Sees the shadow. That was getting scary for a second. Maynard's fallen in similar spot. Maynard starts to go wide. That was a 1 versus 1. The smoke goes and Fallen trades. MIBR hold on. They get that second round. They lose almost everyone, though. Very expensive.
Yeah, nice set piece from Gen.G. Was able to get it to a 3-on-3 on the bomb site, and a rare overpeak from Automatic. Usually he's going to tend to be on the more passive side in those kind of post-plant situations, but he really wanted to get another advantage for his team, and he got caught off guard by that market entrance push. And now MIBR, they finally might have a chance to stabilize their money a little bit. If they're able to keep, 4 or 5 players alive in this round, it's going to be massive for their chances to close this game out.
Inferno to P250 in the hands of Som. Creeping outside the connector. Got plenty of teammates in tow. Everyone, actually. All the family. They're all here. Bentet on Cat with the Desert Eagle. Oh, Fallen, though. This is... I'm sure he thoroughly enjoys scenarios like this.
Yeah, it's just the most fun thing as an opera where you feel like there's a very low risk of your peaks and you can just keep taking those fights. And Fer, he also senses a low-risk situation, it seems like. Hunting down Daps here. And they should know exactly where he is at this point. Yep. Mayern, though, to find the kill. And MIBR, yep, they do just that. They stabilize. They keep all 5 players alive, so...
That's a perfectly timed run for them after losing 4 in the round prior, especially this late on in the game. I wonder how those pinnacle odds will change now.
Yeah, I bet they look pretty good for MIBR. That was a very clean round in the round before it, even though it looked pretty tough. They still found a way to win.
Yeah, Taco with that heavy output with the Krieg. That's an example. Oh my god. Wow. Well, that's a bit crazy, guys. He just lost the plot now.
Oh, man. All right, so Kusta, though, gonna find the opening pick. Wanted revenge on Mayern there, where he lost the duel previously, but he was able to find it. So finally an advantage for Gen.G. Just how will they convert? Only Daps probably knows.
Nervous. I thought this would happen. First tried to throw his smoke into the molly, but it covered the other pass instead, and I thought they'd try and peek behind it and use it as cover, and then they'd probably lose the round from that. And that's more or less what's happening. Can't blame them for trying, though, but you just kind of see it in your mind's eye sometimes. He needs a multi, doesn't quite get there.
So close. Som on 6 HP, but now Taco, he knows he has to save in this one. Thankfully for MIBR, they were able to build some money. So the only player that's going to be hurting for cash seems to be Fer. The rest of them have a decent enough bank that they will be able to have a comfy buy into the next round.
How does this round play out if first smoke hits that molly and they just smoke bottom connector? I wonder.
Yeah, it would have slowed things down. Som probably couldn't have found that entry onto the connector player. And Fer, he was in such a bad position. We saw him kind of panic spraying down connector at one point in this round. And if that smoke were there, there's no reason for him to panic. Yeah. Could have centered with his teammate, maybe found an A push or something and got some control for his team.
Sometimes you see a smoke out connector where players will lurk, CTs will lurk behind it to look underpass for some cover without the players upper seeing and so on. So I expected him to try and peek with that. But the T's know that the smoke is missed as well. And again, that was colossal damage to MIBR. And to a risk taken at this point in the round. Again, if one of these teams loses the next round, that might be it.
Yeah, this is probably the most pivotal round of the game. Whoever wins this, and if they do it in strong fashion, they might just be able to run away with the game. So this is going to be a real test of the nerves.
Fallen focuses on connector, but there are 4 players towards A. This time the smoke lands in the right spot. 3 smokes up from Gen.G and Cat, maybe to suggest a potential split of the B bomb site to pull him out of position. They're running 4 grenades for Mayan, I think, but he will only take 1 out. He's got information though. First sees the bomb. That's all the information they need.
First stuck behind triple right now. Good nade to do a lot of damage to Bentet, but he still gets taken out. Kusta, the double Khalil entry there, and Daps lurking towards middle is able to take down K&G, just leaving Taco. He saved last round, but it doesn't look like he's going to do that this time around.
1 versus 3. Again, they've got no money left armor-wise, and there is a trade from Kusta. And I do wonder what might have happened if that smoke landed on that Molotov in connector. I feel like that was... that really caused them a lot of issues. Now their money's disappeared. Kusta with the 2K from Palace. Often find players picking a lot later there, caught them completely off guard. And now MIBR are in so much trouble late on. Probably going to have to play against game point and play for overtime now because they broke.
Yeah, they're not even going to buy a single... Oh, no, just 1 flash from Fur. Probably to set up a mid-peak. And oh, this might catch Gen.G off. They're in some pretty poor positions.
Here we go. Swing from both sides, but they're behind the boxes. Falling with the P2000 spam, but a kill feed is all victims for MIBR. Fur with the USP. Not much to be done here. $3,000 in the bank. We'll see what he chooses to buy. Maybe drop in the next round.
Yeah, if that flash came out just maybe a second earlier, something could have happened. But no, Fur had to wait for his cat players to swing off as well, so... Good stuff from Gen.G. They keep all their players alive, so they're going to have money for the last 2 rounds of this game if they do, in fact, lose this one. But MIBR, their backs are against the wall, and man, if this were a few years ago, I'd say they're still in it completely, but with no ops, no Kriegs.
Fur had 4,800 after buying Kevlar, and there was a delay. You could see there was a discussion. Do we buy utility or do we buy the AWP? Fur with no nades would be that would be quite a problem. So he's opted for the M4 and full util over the AWP for one of his teammates. Yeah. Let's start with 4 in the A bomb side. They've made the right play in that respect, but can Daps run enough distraction? Oh, Mayan, he could punish the A with smokes there. He's he's jumped, but his teammates in to help him as he goes forward as well. He sees 2, but doesn't get the trade frag.
Oh my, mouse wheel glitch or what was it? Mayer couldn't find the kill there, and now Fur, he has so much to do from this position. If he falls, this is going to be all Gen.G's bomb site, and he's able to take down Tim.
Yeah, they saw Kusta buy the 5 boxes earlier on, and they take him unanswered frags from MIBR. So important for them. A smoke to create some spaces. They make a play towards Ben. That now is closed, but will there be a trade frag from the flame? No, still alive, but Bentet, 11 HP. Look at the swing from the CTs. He's in a lot of trouble. The grenades are flying in, and MIBR will hold on to that round after a short-term disaster on the ramp. They'll still win and make it to 14 at the very least.
Man, that looked like it was completely in Gen.G's control, but some heroics from Fur and K&G at that top connector position keep them in this game, and they were able to keep 3 people alive. That is so important, because if they had 1 more death there, probably going to see an MP9 for one of the MIBR players. Instead,
they've got 3 Kriegs. Tucker's got 1 for the B bomb site, which is always good. You can see he's playing solo. Once again, MIBR with a 4-man investment towards A. More traditional default from Gen.G. Bomb left in a rotatable position. Bentet is going to peek out, and he's spotted. They're going to hunt him. They're going to hunt him, but Cavalry's on the way, but it won't get there in time. Will they fall back down to CTs? They will. Kusa may try to catch him on the rotation, but again, there are players in connector as well who could have something to say about that. No smoke bottom connector just yet. Playing purely for frags here, MIBR, with their 2-man setup in connector. Taps continues to creep. First going to be the fake at the off angle, but K&G peaks at the right time, and there's still no response from Gen.G.
Yeah, Marin, though, he's going to be challenged by a couple players at ramp. He's able to take down, to tuck into shadow. He actually uses his smoke to get to default.
He heard the AWP as well, so he knows someone's creeping there.
Yeah, and now MIBR, they're just picking him apart. Just automatic left at ramp in a 1v4 situation. Looks like we're going to be going to OT here. What a way to finish. What a recovery from MIBR in those last 2 rounds. That was impressive.
That was indeed. Quick break before we start overtime. We'll see you back here in just a few. It is time for overtime. I think it's completely a coin flip as to who I think is going to win. I have no idea. Do you feel strongly for one of these teams right now in overtime? In the vacuum of this overtime?
MIBR has shown a lot of resilience to even get it here, and so I'm going to have to say that they're going to keep it up. I think they're going to take it down.
All right. Well, it begins. MIBR will continue on the CT side. Some great efforts towards A. KG makes his way towards Connector. Further little spray. This time Daps makes his way up Cat. Now, we've seen these smokes before to suggest a B split, and I don't know that Gen.G have ever gone that. Well, I think twice they did, but long time ago. So this could be a surprise to have Daps in the ladder room. And again, we had MIBR with 4 players essentially towards the A-bomb site, leaving Taco alone towards B. No Krieg this time, of course. It'll be EDM 484.
Yeah, it's a tricky situation for Gen.G. They even started in that 4-1 setup that they've used in the last couple rounds, and Taco got lucky that he wasn't challenged when he was the sole player on B, but Gen.G, they might have a different plan for us in store.
Seems they're partly waiting for a misplay on Cat, and again, well, Taco's in such a... he's in a deep position. Waiting patient. Got grenades in both directions. 3 players move up Connector with the bomb towards the A-bomb. Off angle. Look at that transfer.
Wow.
Just stuck halfway out, and the bomb has been lost for the time being. Automatic goes for the shotgun bomb. It's been lost again. 5 versus 2 in the first round of overtime. Taco moving into ladder now. Daps has been this entire time. Starts to slip away, slink away. And he's taken out. Nothing doing for Gen.G just yet in his first round. A 2-man swing. Kustar will get exploded by Fur. Close casket funeral. First round for MIBR.
You can see that when the round slows down, MIBR have the information advantage. They seem to know what is completely possible. Taco, he just flanked Daps at the end of that round just to put the cherry on top of it all. But man, Gen.G, they had a great setup. They had players in the right position. Daps even threw a flash over connector. Fur got completely blind, but by the time Gen.G was on top, that flash had dissipated, and Fur found that sick 2K to start that round off. Now some more smokes are going to come out for Gen.G towards middle.
4-man on roads towards A for Gen.G. Finally, MIBR have stopped putting 4 on A, and the round they do that is the round Gen.G immediately go towards the A-bomb site. Such is life.
Oh, great Molotov though from MIBR. completely halting those Gen.G players, and that's going to even counter the utility going towards bench.
Ooh. Oh! Spying the rotation time as well for MIBR, so they'll have 4 here eventually, and the first frags go their way. Looking strong now, the Brazilian squad. The bomb is in no man's land, and they're getting blasted, man. This is just not fair. That's the way things are going. Kusta, though, he's turning it around. He's got 20 HP. He's in a 1v1 on the site. Taken out, though, by falling over the smoke. And MIBR are on 17, thriving in the anarchy.
Yeah, Daps is just throwing the whole playbook at MIBR, and MIBR is stopping it in its tracks. That was great counter utility. And man, Gen.G, they just can't, they couldn't even get close to the bomb site. They all got shut down at ramp. Kusta barely got out of Palace on that round. I don't think a single player even really got around towards peeking under balcony. Not that there was any MIBR player there, but yeah, Gen.G, they're just getting completely halted.
Spots of aggression, but there's nothing behind it. Gen.G exploding top mid in response to that smoke. They've got 3 players. Got to be damn careful though. Kusta almost getting caught up, but Bentet certainly well from Taco through the kitchen, no less. Very rare you see a kill like that. That's a insane opening kill in this round. Not what Gen.G needed. KNG's been taken out in the meantime towards Cat, and there goes first. Maybe there's something here for Gen.G, but then again, maybe not.
Just going to be Taco and Fallen defending this B site. But Daps is a little bit wary. He's not ordering the troops just yet, waiting behind that smoke. Might see a light exec come out, a couple mollies maybe. But Taco is going to be eventually challenged along with Fallen. Taco finds the first headshot, finds another. Just going to be Daps, and Daps is able to respond.
Knows where one is. Never mind. That is a clean, brutal, fast and violent 3-0 for MIBR in the first half of overtime. It's a team effort. The scoreboard is pretty well spread for both squads, but that was a smash. MIBR came into this like a volcano. They've got 3 match points now over the likes of Gen.G, who have a lot of defending to do on their CT side. They'll start with the double AWP. Daps on the second one. On Mirage as well.
Yeah, Daps has been kind of hit or miss with most of his CT sides. So the op's going to make things just a little bit easier on that opening kill, but it does actually limit some of the setups that Gen.G can run in the mid-round and the ways that they can get information as well. But we'll see how he's able to utilize it here.
Kusta and Connector. MIBR with 2 top and 2 bottom mid, with Taco creeping and Palace. Daps is holding the AWP towards T-Ramp. Smoke to the window.
Slotted in window? No, he pushes through the other siding and is able to get automatic down. Thankfully, Kusta is able to recover the situation for Gen.G.
Third just doing third things. The bomb moving towards T-Ramp. MIBR positioning themselves for a split. Gen.G now needs to figure out exactly what is going on. They've got 2 players around the cruel space. They'll go through. Kusta will make his way now. 3 HP, he'll pick up the AWP. That makes perfect sense. But now we've got Kusta and Daps, both with AWPs, both in CT spawn. That could be fun. Unless they lose the round, of course, then the fun's over.
Yeah, and there's no more smokes left for MIBR, so these ops are actually going to have a lot of potential to find those kills.
If one's taken out, surely they won't expect the second. Kusta's moving away. Oh, Daps, he's got an angle towards Sandwich, and he will deliver one onto Fallen. How about that for a duel? 30-second man advantage for Gen.G. That's good position though. Stereo frags for MIBR, but Kusta's still here with the AWP. And again, will they expect him after Daps was taken out? Kusta, well, I guess they will. The flashbang no less. And now it's Som. And the 1 versus 3. He's got to go for it.
Yeah, so I'm really wondering how he's going to pull this one off. He's able to spot one towards Palace, but he isn't even able to win that duel. MIBR are able to weather the Gen.G storm, and they're able to take the series in a nail-biting second map.
That was a nice performance from MIBR. Underestimated in today's predictions, but I think most of us will be happy to be wrong because a good performance from MIBR is what we all want to see. Thoughts of the guys on the desk after the break?